Hey, welcome. So if you don't know me, my name is Sandy McAlpine, and I am a team leader over 3 teams in 3 different markets. I have 4 different MLSs, if that blows my mind too, okay? So who in here has been in real estate probably less than, I'd say 10 years? Raise your hand. Yeah? All right, so it's gonna be crazy for a second. When I started real estate 26 years ago, the only teams that I knew of were husband and wife partnerships. And they had typically their children working with them. Sometimes a cousin, sometimes a buddy. They were usually not over 3 or 4 people. They were very successful, but that was my exposure to teams. And so it was something that I did myself, but it didn't work so well for me, all right? So we're talking about the future of teams today, and what that means to me is how teams have evolved over the years, and I'm gonna tell you a little bit of things that my team has done or I have implemented on my team that are different, and it kind of can hopefully give you guys some insight on if you are exploring a team, how to position your team and put your team together, what structure and rules you would have in place, and also a little bit of history so you guys can kind of understand maybe why things have evolved that way. So whenever I first learned about having a team, the necessity came because I was pregnant with a baby and I wanted to spend more time with my baby. Didn't want to take my baby to all the closings. Absolutely did that happen. My baby went to 4 closings the first week of her life. So I hired team members for the wrong reasons. I hired them to give myself time back, right? That's what you think. But in reality, if you're gonna find a team member, they may not be as driven as you, they may not have as much of the entrepreneurial spirit and the risk to take to start a team, and they are looking for a place to go, and they want to learn from you. So when I started teams, a coach had told me, you only let them be a buyer's agent. You're only gonna let them deal with your buyer leads, and you're gonna give them your friends and family, and you're gonna split them 50% or 60% to you, 40% to them because they don't know how to do anything. You're gonna take, even if they brought a listing, the team leader would take the listing. This still happens today. Did you guys know that? There are team leaders that refuse to they only have, each agent on their team has a specific role. Showing agent, buyer agent, it's very strict. Team leader takes all the listings, non-negotiable. When I was starting a team though, I felt like I didn't want to be that controlling. I wanted to teach people how to fish. I wanted to teach them how to do listings. To be honest with you, I wanted to share the role of all the work on all of it with someone for a 50-50 split. And I was told, you're never gonna be successful. You're never not gonna make any money. It's not gonna work. So of course I was like, well, challenge me, right? So I did it exactly how I wanted to do it. I brought people on, I brought my friends and family, I brought other people on that literally couldn't make business for themselves, and I was making it rain business. I was buying leads. I was one of the first agents in my area to have their own website besides the brand's website. So I was like forward thinking, you guys. I wanted to have the agents underneath me learn how to do things. I didn't want them to feel trapped. I wanted them to see value. I wanted them to stay with me forever, right? Because I wanted to pour into them so that they would stay with me. I had to learn a hard lesson from that because they don't stay with you. But I will say it's very rewarding to teach people all of the roles of the team. I decided I would be transparent. I would show my bills. And something that my firm noticed was that I had some of the highest retention rates for team members in the entire company. So I had members on my team for 7 years, 9 years, 10 years. I have several right now, 4, 5, and 6 years. That's not normal. Most people cycle out team members within 2 years. You guys get them going, you plug them into your systems, you give them all the leads, and then some point they leave. They think, I'm gonna do this on my own, I'm not gonna give my split anymore. Do you guys, some of you resonate with that? Yeah, they just keep coming and going. Whew, it's a round, like vicious cycle. So what I'm gonna tell you about is, one of the things that I learned is you have to keep people engaged. You have to keep them learning. I cannot make them drink the water. I can provide the water, but I can't make them drink it. So number one, I'm always coming up with new fun ideas to keep the team engaged. My team is gamified. We have fun contests. It's for money. It's for bragging rights. $300, like you would think, who cares about $300? The commission's like $5,000. They do. And if you find the right people, your tribe that belongs on your team, that's aligned with your goals, they will work their butts off for $300 in bragging rights. It is so fun. Another thing we do is I incorporate all of my agents into my social media when they'll let me. Think about it. You're a partnership. The evolution of the team is a partnership, kind of like how it started with a husband and wife teams. And when you have a partnership, it makes people want to stay. So you're trying to imbibe this feeling and this culture in your arena, and you want people to be true to their values, but to also be with you together. You're a brand together, right? So I also set the trend in my market. I was the first team leader to not post every single listing. When Facebook came alive on 2007, I was the first team leader to not post my picture and my name on every single everything. Every single closing is the agent's name. It does not say Sandy McAlpine. I could care less. I can get my own business. I can make it rain all day, and I don't need Facebook posts of just sold, just listed Sandy McAlpine over and over and over. So I said, you know what? I think people that would come to my team would think that that's valuable if I posted on their behalf. So I hired a virtual assistant to post all day their testimonials. The testimonials get posted to my business account, but it's about them. So we're together. And so we're all enjoying the accolades and the enjoyment of the closings and the contracts and the 5-star testimonials. And that's really what's important to team members. At least that's what I found out. So they want to stay, right? They don't have it in them to be a media company, social branding, post all the reviews, get the reviews, do the closings, do the paperwork. So think about it. I am a host. I am a teamerage. I'm a host in itself. I'm providing software, leads. I'm making it rain. I'm doing all the marketing myself. And I'm doing transactions so I can teach them. Wouldn't you think that that was valuable? Right? So for someone who has no idea where to start, a team is a great place, especially if you get the right team. So if you're in here and you have a team and it's somewhat chaotic and you're just doling out leads and a logo, you're not having any accountability trackers, you're not having fun contests, you're not gamifying, you're not having call nights, pizza parties, you name it, you're not going to keep your people. They won't stay. And the ones that don't participate, don't write them off. I do have seasoned agents. They love me to death, but they don't need it. They don't want to come to my pizza night. They don't want to come to my call party. They work alone, but they like to be on my team. Why is that? Do you guys want to know?
Yes.
Bingo. He said it. I'm there when they need me. I answer my phone. The agents are my customers. The agents on my team are my customers. Think about it. If they're not happy, they're going to leave. If you treated a person, a client, a buyer, a seller, like how some team leaders treat agents, you would be out of business. I will never forget this. I was on a call with Zillow. I'm a Zillow Flex team. And I've been since February of 2020. That's a really long time. I'm still alive, right? They have fired a lot of teams all over the country. Disengagement, they threaten me all the time. And I'll tell you what, to stay in that program, I have to call each and every agent and be like, hey, do you want these leads? Do you still want them? They're like, yeah. I'm like, get your butt on the phone. Go update your stages. Let's fix our account. Take some accountability. They're like, okay, Sandy, I'll do it. Like, all right, so I gotta call them up really nice and everything. But I'll never forget on this call with Zillow, the lady said to me, the rep, you're so nice. All the other team leaders, mostly male, and I'm sorry for the males in this room, they're like super mean, and they like cuss people out and tell them, GTFO, the door's right there. Make your calls, crack the whip, right? KPIs. I looked at your follow-up boss leaderboard and you're at the bottom. You better clean it up or you're out of here. And I said, well, that's not me and it's never gonna be me. I'm happy, I'm a people pleaser. So here we are. If people might take a little bit advantage of me sometimes, that's okay, I'm all right with it. But I like my team and it's the team of my dreams. I've got it to a place where everybody generally seems pretty happy. And if someone leaves, they understand because on our exit interview, we talk. And I've been tracking with them and I've been talking to them about the production. And if someone decides to leave, it's because they stopped aligning with our mutual goals, our mutual partnership. It's because they decided it wasn't a good place, or because we had enough conversation and realized maybe real estate just isn't for them. Because I'm not over here trying to support a bunch of people that are gonna not work, not produce. Most of the time, team leaders these days are spending $30, $40, $100, $200,000 a month on all this fancy software and all this stuff that we have to help assist the agents to be productive. So this is where it's going. AI, software, CRMs, leaderboards, tracking, numbers, games, contests. Sounds a little bit like a brokerage. And a lot of people don't know that. I think a lot of people, so if you watch my social media at all, you will see I talk about the highs and the lows of being a team leader a lot. I really expose the dark side, and I think some of them go a little viral because a lot of you feel the same way. A little frustration. You can tell somebody 100 times, come drink this water, and they won't drink it. And if they fail and they're not selling homes for 6, 7, 8 months, you feel like a failure inside. You take it on yourself as a team leader. So my advice to you today is build it right, structure it correctly, always be learning, always be evolving. If you're gonna be the future of teams, don't listen to what every person says, do it your way. Try it out. What have you got to lose? If it doesn't work, try something else. I have been in like 7 different CRMs. We've pivoted 20 times. I've changed my ICA 10 times, my team agreement. And we keep evolving. And every time a new situation comes up, we're like, oh shoot, we gotta put that in the handbook, right? Who knew I would have a handbook? Well, up here, QR code on the top, that is a whole Google Drive full of free stuff. So I'm giving it all to RE/MAX agents for free. It's just all the stuff that I've used to evolve from Sandy solo agent 7 years to 26 years in real estate now with this crazy team. 3 teams, Myrtle Beach, Charleston, and Charlotte. And the QR code on the bottom is my link and all my socials. If you guys wanna visit me on Instagram, say hello. And that's all I have today. Thank you.